Welcome back to the Reptiles With Podcast. We have to talk about Chuck's favorite topic, animal abuse. You love that. It's your favorite. It's your favorite pastime.
It is my favorite pastime, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Not abusing the animals, but like reading about the abuse and being like, haha, I told y'all.
Yeah. Well, I think at the top of this, we should talk about how we feel about animal abuse. Because I know that once we start getting it going, people are going to get the wrong idea. So, Eric, how do you feel about animal abuse?
I think it's a great way to put yourself in prison.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah, big no-no.
Yeah. Chuck, you?
Yeah, we don't like animal abuse. I think if you abuse animals, you're just not a good person in general. You're probably abusing people too.
I feel like animal abuse is a good, or how people treat animals as a whole is a good way to judge character.
The litmus test is what it's called, right?
Oh, it's a thing?
No, like a litmus test. Like that's how you... No, is that not a...
I don't know.
Am I bad at grammar? Is that what's going on?
Because there's always two things that I was always told of, like, what can, like, to get a good guess of character, it's like how they treat...
They're like friends and family?
Not friends and family, but how they treat service workers.
I think he's wrong.
You think he's wrong?
I think he's wrong, yeah. Because, like, how you treat animals could be so, like, biased. Because some people will be like, well, you have an animal in a cage, that makes you a piece of shit. Is that true? No, that's somebody's opinion, so you're wrong. That's a fair point.
What?
It is a point. Yeah.
It's a fair point.
Yeah. He's saying like if it's like a negative. Well, I guess what he's saying is
some people say that animals in captivity is abuse. Therefore, you would be a piece of shit.
Yeah, but I'm saying more so how people react to animals.
Being abused?
In general.
Okay, I kind of get what you're saying.
So if they feel the need to, like, you know...
The autism is leaking right now.
Yeah. Look, obviously...
You got more autism than I do.
Are we comparing sizes?
Yeah.
I think that obviously we're negative animal abuse. Animal abuse not good.
It's terrible.
And I think what people link to animal abuse, and this is what you were saying about the perspective shift, is that some people think that utilizing animals in a public setting for entertainment is automatically animal abuse.
Yes.
People link the two. Obviously, there's instances where, well, there's minimal stress to the animal, so therefore it's not animal abuse. And then there's instances where it's just like you're putting an animal in a very peculiar situation, which would be classified as animal abuse. One, you do some stuff with WWE. The stuff that you do with WWE is for entertainment. I would say that it's not animal abuse. The animal is being taken care of. It's used for promotional materials as far as being on people's shoulders or holding the animal. The animal is being filmed. Minimal stress environment. The only thing that I would say would be the stressors outside of its enclosure in an unfamiliar territory, maybe that kind of thing. But nothing is purposefully hurting the animal. And then on the other end, we have what we're about to watch right now. So Fear Factor is back, and I saw a reel recently that was showing some of the stuff that they're doing. So we're going to do a little bit of a reaction towards what's going on.
Feel free to skip through too, because it's about 5 minutes.
Yeah. So essentially what's happening in this video is they're doing a challenge where they're releasing a bunch of crickets, right?
Is that animal abuse?
With the crickets?
Yeah.
Let's pause it right here.
If we're using that same criteria, it could.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, but you wouldn't normally.
Because we offer them. Now this is the thing though with insects is that do they feel?
Yes, they feel. Yes.
Okay. Then
I wouldn't even put that into the argument.
There's
like,
death.
You're doing the same thing with the rats and whatever that you would do with the crickets.
I want to see the credits.
Counts.
Do they say that no animals were harmed in the making of this?
Probably.
All right. So instantly, yeah.
So
I'm glad that you found.
Abuse.
Yeah, I'm glad you found this video. Oh.
That's rat abuse.
Damn, they throw the rodents.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, some of them get rats.
Yeah, so they're getting whatever they're afraid of. So they're in like a little waste compartment with whatever they're afraid of getting dropped from a little hole. Like someone's pushing those animals down. This is the one that I got mad at because everything else has legs to kind of grab onto something, but the snakes, they're plopping on the floor.
Dude, that is crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna pause it right here. The rats. I mean, they're being dropped. I think that rats in general, they have a good as far as like tolerance, as far as like going down from higher things. I'm not saying that it's not animal abuse, but I'm saying
they're more equipped for a fall. Yeah,
the birds are obviously the most equipped. But these snakes dropping like that is crazy.
No, wait until you see the other videos. It gets way worse.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is nothing.
Oh man.
So the whole point of that, this is another part that really pissed a lot of people off.
Then they start dropping balls.
So they're dropping
on these animals?
like balls that they have to open because they have like a little code that they have to get in to get out of that compartment.
Yeah.
And they're hitting the geckos, they're hitting the rats and stuff.
Yeah. This is PETA fuel right here.
Oh, 100%.
I have a very important question that we're going to get into towards once we start wrapping this up. Well, you know what though? At least they're feeding these crescent geckos.
Yeah, they're getting fed and all tortured. Awesome.
Okay. So the balls, it looks like they have like
they have like little
for
codes
them
or something like that they have to plug in. Or they got to find the right ball while they're freaking out about the animal.
Are there any positives in this video other than the joke that I made? No, right?
It's kind of hard to find positives out here.
Yeah. And pretty much this is the gist of it, right?
Yeah, that's the gist of it.
Okay. Well, Fear Factor's back. That's cool.
That's nothing. You guys want to see another one?
Yeah. We'll talk a little bit about that before you pull up the next one. But okay. Overall thoughts, not great, not good for the animals. I want to know who supplied these animals.
That's where I'm at. You saw me in the comments? Did you say, oh, I was in the comments.
People complain about like,
I was in the comments. I was like, who did it?
Yeah.
But what really frustrates me is like, guys, the reptile world is small.
Yeah.
Whoever's giving them those animals is probably either the same person or somebody connected to all the people you guys support and buy animals from, right?
And you know what's gonna suck? Is that we could be talking about all this stuff and like being super against what it is, but I'm pretty sure it's already public information. And when this episode comes out, people are gonna be like, "You didn't even name them."
I wish I knew right now.
I wish I knew at this time. Yeah.
There's probably names out there.
Yeah.
Because those are very specific animals. That many cresties.
I wonder.
That's what happens. Dude, you know what they put out there?
What?
The animals that wouldn't sell fast enough on most market.
That's crazy. Ball pythons and cresty geckos is crazy.
The most bred animals, don't you think?
Yeah.
Just throw them in there. Fuck it.
No, there was like a rainbow boa there.
No.
There
was no. They were cuts of another snake, but that's not what fell in.
And ball pythons, a couple different clips have mostly colubrids.
They were like not in the
mix and match.
Yeah.
Okay.
But those are the animals that probably somebody's these don't sell. Fuck it. Here you go.
Dude, that's so crazy, man.
I'm not surprised. I'm never surprised.
I think that if we found out where they filmed this, it'd be super easy to find out who supplied those animals.
Probably is already easy. It's just we don't have the time to like.
And we know for a fact none of those were wild caught.
Oh, 100%.
Those are captain bred.
Oh yeah, sure, cresties.
Yeah.
Sure.
Listen, I'm not saying anything, but I will say that Manny was supposed to record this episode with us.
And he said nah.
And he said no for a reason, so we got to talk to Tiki's Kikis over here. All right, let's pull up. We have anything else to say about the Fear Factor thing?
I mean, I have my own gripes with it, but it's
Well, what are your gripes?
I just don't like how it continuously perpetuates
the narratives
of like these animals being evil and stuff. Because the thing is, like, Fear Factor is all about poking fears and stuff to make people go crazy. When you have animals involved, it's a whole nother ball game because now you have the ethics thing. Yeah. What's really frustrating is that they're protected with that, because I also dug up that there's a whole trial. 2010, it's called the United States versus Stevens. There's this guy who went to trial because he was getting in trouble for like making and selling dog fighting videos and stuff like that, basically like animal gore and all that stuff. And they actually ruled that he was allowed to do that because of like free speech, for artistic stuff and all that stuff. Like
what?
Right. So they get a lot of allegations. Like Fear Factor gets a lot of complaints and stuff like that. They're protected. Not necessarily under that specific law that was like amended,
in a similar realm of things.
But in that similar realm, because PETA's always up their ass.
Yeah.
And just nothing ever gets done about it because it's animals that people don't care about.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure if they were doing this stuff with the other animals, there'd be a little more outcry. Not that there's not enough outcry right now, but it's not going to go anywhere.
Wow, that's interesting. I'm glad that you found that because I didn't know that was a thing.
And before that too, animals in Hollywood had it way worse. Like back in like the 40s and 30s and
chimps.
stuff. Not even the chimps, like
the chimps.
Well, yeah, that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
They chimp crazy. A lot of them ended up there.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
But they used to straight up like for example, the one that I saw back in like the 40s and 30s when spaghetti westerns were the thing. For some scenes, they would literally throw horses off cliffs.
Like live horses off cliffs?
To get the shot.
That's crazy.
And I was like, and then all the dog and cat movies that came out. Like there's the one about the pug and the kitten.
I
forgot the name of that movie.
Homeward Bound.
No, not Homeward Bound. I mean that one. Yeah, that one's got issues. But there's a specific one about a little pug and a kitten that they had to go through like a dozen pugs and kittens because they were dropping.
Dude, in Homeward Bound, I think they had to do something where they had to break an animal's limb.
I believe it.
Yeah, I think that's a thing.
I believe
It's all
it.
Hope I'm
around,
not
bro.
wrong.
There's one documentary, I always bring this up, where they fed a rattlesnake to a mongoose just to show the fact that mongoose eat venomous snakes.
Yeah.
Like, that's insane.
Yeah.
Just to get the shot. And, like, Nat Geo and Animal Planet does a lot of that. A lot of the action shots are not real action shots. They're made up.
Yeah.
Or, like, the frogs that they freeze and they put them back in the branch so they don't move.
That's crazy, man.
You want to see some more Fear Factor snake abuse?
Yeah.
I guess we're gonna do this, guys. People wanted videos.
So-
when we spoke about the DD's plant stuff originally, like that is like everybody was like, why didn't you show the videos? Why didn't you show? Yeah, it was a whole
So
thing.
you guys know what bobbing for apples is, right?
Yeah.
Try bobbing for garter snakes and rough green snakes.
Whoa.
So the whole thing is that they gotta start bobbing for snakes.
And this was OG Fear Factor.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're watching right now, for those listening, people literally bobbing for snakes. They're putting their heads in water and putting snakes in their mouth.
Yeah. One that I found very like this thing because they don't just do
wait,
bobbing.
Go back to that.
What?
What kind of snakes was it? I mean,
Like little
Rough
colubrids, rough
greens,
greens,
there
garter
was-
snakes, and
there was
stuff like
boas,
that.
too.
Boas.
Yeah.
I saw a carpet for a split second too.
Yeah.
wow.
So they're doing that too.
Is that ludicrous?
Yeah.
When I move, you move.
They got Penn and Teller to do something similar. So they're in a tank full of a bunch of corn snakes and stuff, and they have to like grab hockey pucks or something from the bottom of the tank.
Uh-huh.
And all these snakes are like basically trying to get up out of the water, essentially. And the whole fear thing is, oh, you're swimming with snakes. And like I was like, dude, half of them are kind of like struggling to stay afloat.
Yeah, I think there's some in the bottom. Like,
I was looking. They either cut it out really well or no one drowned, but I don't know how true that could be.
yeah.
You know, because like you could only imagine how long those snakes were in that tank for them to get all the
Yeah.
shots they wanted.
Yeah, look, there's one right there. That's crazy.
Yeah, and they do a lot of really sad things. You'd have to do the same thing, but instead of water, it's someone laying down in there. You have to like get them all out with your mouth again.
Now I have a joke. You think any of them made hybrids while they were doing that?
Maybe. You never know these days.
Ha 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 ha. So funny.
Hey, what's up?
So
Look,
funny.
it's all the PetSmart catalog.
Yeah, here you guys.
So ball pythons, corn snakes, king snakes.
Nah, dude. I don't know. I want to go on the Joe Rogan podcast and just call him out for it. Because he's all for like wildlife
Well, not
and
for
hunting
crocs
and all
and
that.
not for reptiles. You don't like reptiles. Remember that?
What?
Joe Rogan doesn't like reptiles.
He doesn't like crocs and snakes.
Which
I don't
are the
think he
two
could-
things that they'd use in fear.
Yeah, I
factor.
don't think he cares about lizards. But yeah, you're an environmental guy. You're supposed to like everything, you fucking
A
idiot.
lot of environmental people aren't necessarily animal people.
I mean, fair point, but sometimes he acts like he is when it comes to like the orcas and the wolves and like hunting
Mammals.
and elk and
Mammals.
yeah, but still.
Why don't you see any of those on Fear Factor?
There was a rat. That rat is a mammal. I don't know if you knew.
No.
Rats are mammals.
Rats get classified as reptiles.
No, they're not. No,
they do.
Rats are mammals.
I read another article.
No, rats are mammals.
I read another article.
What about pigeons? There was pigeons.
Those
Pigeons are
reptiles.
birds.
Birds are reptiles.
No. They're archosaurs. Doesn't make them reptiles. That's
Archosaur, dinosaur,
stupid.
sauropod,
No. Dinosaurs are archosaurs too.
ichthyosaur. That was a reptile.
Archosaurs and birds and crocodilians and dinosaurs are all one thing. Yes, does not make birds reptiles.
Yeah, but their bones look similar.
Yeah, doesn't make them reptiles.
They got lungs.
Doesn't make them reptiles.
What makes them a reptile?
Scale, cold blood.
And their pelvis.
Yeah, but the pelvis is only similar to the crocodilians, not the other reptiles.
Your point is?
They're not reptiles. They also have hollow bones. They're not
Regardless,
reptiles.
people don't like the rats, so they put them in the same
But they're
family
mammals.
as reptiles.
But they're mammals. It's like a capybara is a mammal.
That's
A gouty is a mammal. A paca is a mammal.
You say a gouty? A goody.
A gouty.
It's an agouti? Who said?
Huh?
Who said?
I did. I went to Mexico.
And they call them a gouti? Well, that's Spanish.
No.
This guy knows everything.
Yeah, I do know everything. But yeah, animal abuse, not good.
It's not new.
And now, I literally want to know. I was Googling right now to see, like, if anybody knows who brought those crested
I'm
geckos.
wondering.
I'm a Google right now.
Google. All right.
Yeah. Let's see who brought
the Cresties to to Fear Factor.
Geckos to Fear Factor. Let's see if imagine it comes up. Tiki's geckos. Dun dun dun. So Fear Factor quitting on. Contestants encounter crested gecko alongside other animals like rat pigeon. Fans have expressed surprise and concern on platform Reddit, Instagram. Blah, blah, blah. No confirmed source
yet.
Yeah. Okay. Where was it recorded?
Cali. Who's in Cali that has a bunch of Cresties?
But where in Cali? That also helps. Ain't nobody driving a lot for some fucking Cresties.
People would for TV?
No, not if you have them closed.
They fiend for that stuff.
Okay. Fear Factor, House of Fear, filming location, officially called Fear Factor, whatever. On Johnny Knoxville, was filmed in Canada's Vancouver, Metro Vancouver region. Reports indicate production took place in British Columbia, using remote outdoor locations near coastal and forested areas. Notes on filming locations there. Whoa, that just narrows it down.
Canada.
Dude, can you believe we're getting sponsored by the biggest reptile company yet?
I can't. We just gotta tell Yoshii, see what he thinks.
All right, Yoshii.
Oh my god, this is not what it looks like.
This video is sponsored by Morph Market, the world's largest marketplace for reptiles, amphibians, and even arachnids. Buy directly from verified sellers. Whether you're a first-time keeper or a hobbyist, Morph Market connects you with the best in the hobby.
I use it for shipping.
Always use Morph Market for your next reptile. Let's keep on going.
All right, we all know reptiles need bugs. And what better place to look for your bugs than online, not just any place, at dubia.com, because on there, not only can you find dubia roaches, you can find hornworms, you can find mealworms, and Discord roaches for your Florida folks. And while you're at it, you can go and scrolling through on their website. They also sell really awesome front open enclosures, super easy to build. So this is a nice example of one of their 4x2s, and I'm currently working on saving up to get some of those 4x4s, so these little carpet pythons can get nice and big and look awesome.
All right, where are we at?
So it was recorded in Canada. So that narrows it down to like, what, 3 people in Canada? The population is 10.
Yeah.
So somebody in Canada sold it to them for this to happen to them.
Are you saying it was Wicked's Wicked Wiener?
I wouldn't put it past them.
No,
Only if it was Fiji iguanas.
No. Can you imagine?
Listen, hold on. It was Adam, and I will only say it wasn't if he sends me a Fiji legally.
There we go.
Just kidding. No, he's not like a. It has to be like some crazy like big breeder.
Yeah.
That was a lot of Cresties. Somebody that has surplus.
Yeah.
Somebody that has so many ball pythons that they just didn't know what else to do. That they can't even sell them at the shows, and they're like, fuck it.
I think I could think of one.
I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah. Can I write it down on your phone?
I can think of a few.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, I can think of a few.
You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought it was filmed in Florida.
I thought it was gonna be Cali.
I thought it was Cali too.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be Cali.
Man, that's so strange.
Yeah. So, animals got clapped, but who is the person that sold it to them?
Write it down. Well, they don't sell them.
And if they come out, and if it comes out, like who it was, you cannot say you did not know because they've done this for years.
This company is what I think.
That's what he thought.
That's what I said too.
That's what he thought.
Did you say it? Did you name it?
No.
Okay.
That's what he thought.
That would be defamation if we were wrong.
Yeah, so we're not doing that. We're just gonna wait for somebody to snitch.
Yeah.
Somebody has to come forward.
Damn.
They won't come forward.
They
one will
themselves won't know, but somebody that knows, somebody that hears, the rumors are gonna be spreading right now as we speak.
Yeah.
Because the animal abuse, it was Fear Factor, but like you're just as guilty.
Yeah.
Because you're providing them with that.
The animals to do that in large numbers, like that's messed up.
Now, what would you say comparatively for entertainment value? What would you say is the obvious differences between that and something that when you guys are out doing like animal educational shows?
Shit's not falling and breaking bones and not breathing.
There's not as much chaos and there's not as much drama.
Yeah, and even then, like even when I do those shows, when I used to do them for hours at a time, that was bad.
Yeah.
And I saw the consequences of it. It was bad.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't end well.
Because when you're saying you do hours at a time, like it was hours with a singular animal, or with animals in repetition?
I would switch, but even switching the animals, bro. Like I had one instance when like one threw up.
Yeah.
And that just did it for me.
Yeah.
Like it's just.
Because it was like the visual cue of like this animal stress and.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Like I would never do that for no amount of money. Like for real.
Why are you looking at me like
I
that?
have a joke in my head.
What's your joke?
Like how much money would you take to give them animals to do that? Blue tongue skinks.
To give them animals to do that?
Yeah.
So I did.
Whoa!
No. I did a film shoot for a music video when I first started breeding ball pythons. I took 2 ball pythons, and it was a world star. It was like a decent sized music video in Miami, I guess. And even that I was kind of uncomfortable with.
Yeah.
That, and it was like very minimal thing. They were wearing it. They put it on the car, and it was like an overcast day. It wasn't anything crazy. The car wasn't really on or anything. They wore it while they were sitting in the car, and that's really it. And I was really uncomfortable for that. So I don't think that there'd be an amount of money that I could take.
Then explain this. Explain this, Yoshii. Explain this. Let's count how much money you would do it for.
$5.
10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33.
Come on, Yoshi.
34.
What happened to your morals?
35, 36, 37. How much money, Yoshii? How much money?
There's $50
How much?
there.
How much for $50?
What did I do for $50?
You got robbed.
No, that animal went to a really good home.
Good for you.
But no, for like something like that, like when you take the snake for the WWE stuff, like I trust you, I know, like, you know, whatever. But for like a lot of businesses, like it would have to be so specific. I have a thing on my website for people that if they want to you like essentially rent an animal and stuff like that. But to be honest with you, even for the school stuff, we get very few. I get a lot of inquiries, and not a lot of deals get done because there's like very strict stipulations. Like what time of day? It can't be outdoors for this and that. And it's like, what's the situation this animal's going to be in? No, I'm sorry, it's just not going to happen. You know? Yeah, it's crazy.
Makes me uncomfortable is what is the attitude for why are they doing it, and what is the attitude for the animal? Because like you said in the music video, if it's just going to be like a prop, that's already kind of like, like if there's a little bit more of a respectful environment for the animal, I think that matters a lot. Perfect example is the fear factor stuff. Like they're going to be used for a scare tactic. That already is kind of like a red flag as to like, I don't think I'd want to give any animals for that kind of stuff. But again, we just talked about it. The stuff that is good for the animal doesn't get any pops, and doesn't get any like real interest of getting
those videos in the box. How about that?
Which one? Which box?
The
hole.
You can't see what's in the box. You put your hand in, and it's
you
like
drop the animal 1,000 times.
Do they really drop? I've never
A lot
really
of times they do.
Yeah?
Like people get scared and push. Yeah.
That's very
How do we feel about that?
I don't like
It
them.
would be in the same veil as what we just saw.
Yeah.
Not as unsafe for the animal, but
It can
still
be. There's potential to it.
You're still stressing the animal out, regardless.
For me, I can use an animal as a prop. I don't have no problem with that because like the idea of like, oh no, like you're bringing fear, like that's gonna happen regardless. That happens with a fucking bird if I wanted to. Clowns get like, it's just what it is. You're just telling a story, and if people are scared, people are scared. There's nothing you can do about it. Like you're not gonna change somebody's mind with just getting in front of a screen and talking good. The only people you're gonna talk to are people that already agree with you. So props, I don't really care about. It's just what the prop is like.
Yeah.
You know, like if you're swinging the animal around, then no. If you want the animal to look like scary in a dark room and like put fear behind it, I'm in.
Yeah.
So it depends on those
stuff
things.
that comes to mind for me is like way back then when Jake the Snake would use his cobra and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because that was a part of his gimmick, but he'd throw the snakes at people. There's a whole controversy because Randy Savage got bit by that same cobra.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He
I
tanked
didn't
it
know
because he's freaking huge. And I think it was
didn't know
also
that.
defanged, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so that would
that's
make
another
sense
whole
because
thing.
I feel like it'd be much more out there if he got envenomated by the animal.
Yeah, it was different.
Yeah.
The same thing with like, they just throw the animals at people. That kind of prop usage for the animals, that's more of what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Because that's this blatant, like,
You guys think that is animal abuse, like defanging?
Yeah. Oh
Yes.
yeah. Oh, the animal suffers a lot. That is their stomach acid.
Yeah.
you can't fucking
That's
eat
how
it.
they digest their food.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. That is crazy.
Hollywood's not the nicest to animals. Never has been. It's
Yeah.
getting better though. It is getting better, but Not by a whole lot. Yeah. Baby steps.
Sure.
I don't think fast enough, man. I don't think fast enough.
Well, half the animals we see now
I'm really surprised
CGI.
that they can get away with that today. You know, it is kind of crazy.
It's because they're reptiles and they don't really care about the little things.
Yeah.
Rats are not reptiles.
They still count.
No.
They're still in that same group of.
That happens to so many animals, bro. It's animals, period. I'm tired of this fucking. I'm a victim because we like reptiles. It's everything, bro. Nobody gives a fuck, period.
I think Eric was saying it more because the name of this podcast is Reptiles With. Is that why you were doing it?
Fuck the SEOs.
No, dude. Yeah, it is wild. Do you see anything negative coming out of that for them other than us crying over here? In the
That's kind of
reptile
what it
community?
is. It's fear factor. It's the vibe they give off.
They've done it multiple times and gotten
They've been
away.
doing
Of
that
course
show
they're
for so
fine.
long.
Yeah.
No
Well, it
skin
just
off
came
their
back
back.
now. That's
They'll be fine.
yeah.
They'll be fine.
Now we gotta find the Canadian breeder that supplied it.
Yeah, if you know who it is, put it in the comments down below, and we'll send them a message and have them on this podcast. And then be like, you know, they weren't even that bad. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
He didn't know.
He didn't know, man. He didn't know that fear was the factor.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. No, that totally sucks. And I hope that people keep, because I don't even think that the person that put like the video the reel that I originally sent you guys, I don't even think that was like an animal influencer. That was just like
I'm not sure,
miscellaneous
yeah.
influencer.
I don't know.
Yeah. Finding the right substrate is a paramount part of reptile keeping. And if you're looking for the best cocoa option, we recommend Cocoa to Go. Cocoa can be used for reptiles, amphibians, and even plants, so they're perfect for any kind of setup. So we make sure to use Cocoa to Go. Let them know that the Reptiles With Podcast sent you. Any other like stories that you guys know outside of Fear Factor from specific animal abuse cases or anything?
Can't think of stuff off the top of my head. It's mostly just the ones that I do remember are just a bunch of dogfighting cases.
Dogfighting ones?
But that's not like televised or nothing. It's just
Nah, it's just reptiles, dude.
Just reptiles?
dogs are reptiles, man.
Yeah, this guy, no, it's just because reptiles, they get abused all the time because nobody cares. But all I know is dog fights and...
I mean, we've gone over like so many different reptile abuse cases.
Yeah. Which ones?
He's
I
such
don't
a
even
victim,
remember one, dude.
This guy's such a victim. Like, yes, there's a lot of reptile abuse, but there's abuse all around.
I'm not saying
And
it's
no,
not.
reptiles get it the most.
I'm not saying they do not get it the most. You know who gets it the most?
Eric.
Chickens, dogs, pigs,
Yeah.
Vegans.
stuff like that. They get it the most.
Oh, man, dude.
But you'll never see a dog fight on Fear Factor. That's what I'm saying.
That is true. You
That's
never
the
will.
point that I'm trying to make.
Yeah.
Not
Sure.
denying it doesn't happen.
Sure, dude. Stop
There's-
rubbing
there's
my
no-
leg,
there's
bro.
gonna be
You know what
more
else they
outcry
did in
for
Fear
that.
Factor? I don't know if this is too rated R, but they did things to release liquid out of a horse and then
There
had
you go.
people drink it on Fear Factor. Isn't that crazy? I think that actually that's why the original version of the show got
I wouldn't
taken
doubt
off.
it. Listen,
Yeah.
animals in
Reptiles,
business don't go
Oh,
well.
now it's animals. Before it was like, it's reptiles, dude. Nobody cares. It's reptiles. Now it's like, animals in business.
My bad. Reptiles. Because you didn't know horses are reptiles too.
I hate this guy.
Where do you get that from?
So Equus is in the same family as Ebularis because they both start with E. That's about
There's
it.
no way.
Yeah.
Get
Look
the
it up.
fuck out of here.
Are you really gonna look this up?
No,
bro?
I'm not. My phone's over there recording
I'm like,
this
what
thing.
the fuck are you about to
Yeah.
do? 'Cause
Do you want to talk about the thing that you sent or no? Is that not part of this? No? Okay. Well, we gotta burn at least another 15 minutes.
no, we don't.
Yeah, we have to, dude.
No,
Yes.
I can feel our energy down.
All right, whatever. Let us know how you feel in the comments below about it.
I'm gonna be honest. I've been thinking about it this whole time.
What?
Our energy's down now.
Yeah. All right. Well, this was the Reptiles With Podcast.